Oh shit. Welcome back to my You're a bum. Who gon' check me? I can do it in my left, I do it in my right, I'll get myself paid. They keep talking about the grind, but ain't got the hustle, never take my place. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's well, hope everyone's good. Today, I don't know why I'm smiling like this, but I'm excited. I'm gonna be basically talking about how to stop procrastination. You guys that are sitting there saying, oh, I need to do this today and I get shit done. This is to help you guys stop procrastinating. Actual sort of like tips and tricks to genuinely stop doing it, because honey, we gotta get the bag. But yeah, before we get into it, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, share with your friends, and make sure you actually comment and actually like you can do it right now, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're new, hello and welcome to my channel, and I hope you're here to stay. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, I'm just going to start off with the definition of procrastination. I'm going to hit you lot with a bit of knowledge. It's basically the action of delaying or postponing something. So it's basically just putting something off. A lot of times we want to do things and it's literally just to get started is the issue. So this is what this video is going to kind of target, just a sort of getting started kind of element. The first thing you need to do is you need to get organized. I've said this in other videos, but you need to get organized. You don't even know what you need to start if you're not organized. Just you get a planner, a diary, even use sticky notes, your notes on your phone, anything. You need to know what you're doing. You need to make a list or whatever of things that you actually need to do. Don't make a list including like fluffy stuff or all of that, just things that actually need to be done. If you're at uni, deadlines that you need to do. Second thing I suggest is you need to know yourself. Some people, they work best in the morning, some people work best in the afternoon, some people are night birds, the ones that want to, oh, let's go to the library at 1 AM. Some people are that type of person. You need to figure out what you are. The 1 AM thing doesn't work for everyone, the morning thing doesn't work for everyone. You need to figure out when your most productive time is and like when you work best, because people work differently. You should probably know by now when you're most productive and when you kind of start to like slack a bit. I'm basically going to speak about types of procrastinators. So I feel like there's different types of procrastinators. People say different things. Some people say there's 4 types. I'm just going to cover, I've basically written it in like the easiest way, and I feel like this is most relevant to students. So the first one is the I work well under pressure kind of person, which I think this is most students. I think this one should hurt you in your chest if you're a student, and I think that's most of us, where it's a thing of the deadline isn't for another 2 months. Oh yeah, like I'm not going to start yet because I've got time, and I think that's basically, it's killing us basically. It's killing us. So there's that type of procrastinator. There's a kind of procrastinator that is, they're saying they basically have to get all their ducks in a row before they start. The type of person that's, oh, before I start, let me just tidy my room, let me just do this, and you do absolutely everything else before you start your work, and then you never actually start. That's the second type I've got. And then the third type is the type of person that just doesn't do anything. They're like, oh yeah, I should do this, they don't do shit basically. So you're a bum. I don't mean to say it in a real way, but you're a bum. Who gon' check me?
Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? Exactly.
You're a bum. Basically, you need to figure out what one you are. Those are only 3 types. There's other types of procrastinators, but I feel like those are the main ones, especially for students. Like, so if you know you're the type of person that you work well under pressure, you need to basically make a new deadline. So I believe it's called Parkinson's law. So basically the definition of Parkinson's law is basically that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. By that, it basically means that if your deadline is 3 months, it will take you 3 months to do it, and if it's 1 month, that same deadline can take you 1 month to do it. This is most students, they think, oh, because we've got time it will take that long, whereas I think the best way to target this kind of procrastination is you need to set deadlines before that. You need to bring that deadline forward. Say your deadline is the end of October, 29th of October, whatever. You need to bring that forward to like the 20th and genuinely try and forget that the original deadline is there. I think that's the only way you can do it. You need to put pressure on yourself. You need to create a shorter time slot so that you can just fill that time slot. Basically set your deadlines way before the actual deadline, and that should hopefully try and stop that type of procrastination. Start to anyway. Focus more on the start. So obviously I just said about the end date, but you also need to focus on starting. More times deadline you haven't started and you're thinking, oh, like I've got till maybe like the end of October, cool, but it's the starting. And I feel like a lot of the time it's once you get going then you gain the momentum, but it's to get started is the issue. I think it's you need to start setting dates for yourself. Obviously you set your end date way before the actual deadline, and you set set a start date, and it should be very soon. If it's today, start today, because what you're waiting for. And then also I mentioned that you need to find out what time your most productive time of the day is. So if it's morning for you, like starting that deadline should be the first thing that you do in your productive time space. If it's the night and then you like sit down to do anything, you need to start that hard deadline that you're overthinking about, whatever, you need to start that at the beginning of your most productive hour. I hope this is making sense. So if you are procrastinator number 2, so that is the procrastinator that gets all their ducks in a row before they start. Let me just do this, let me just quickly do this, let me check Instagram, let me do this all before you start. Oh, I'll start at 11, let me quickly do this first. Oh no, I'll start at 12. My tip to you would be just start. Just start. Don't do anything before, literally just get started and don't do anything. And if you really have to, say you have to tidy your room or you have to have a clear workspace, then you set a timer. It's that same thing. You set a timer of 10 minutes to organize your shit and get your ducks in their row, if that's what you got to do. 10 minutes, quick clear up, and then you get started. Whether you finish clearing up or not, you have 10 minutes and you must start at that time. It's not an option. You have to be disciplined with yourself. It's no, oh yeah, once that you hear that timer, you need to get started. Once you hear that, you need to start. Once your 10 minutes is set, you need to get going, drop everything and start the project. I'm talking to you. I know that there's something that you haven't started and you need to start it. What are you waiting for? Set your timer and go, baby. Go, let's go, let's go. We gotta get it back. If you're the person who needs to get your ducks in the row, you either just start and don't get any ducks in the row. Just get started and get perfect later. That's an amazing book to do with procrastination. I'll leave it linked below, called Start Now, Get Perfect Later, Rob Moore. Yeah. If you are procrastinator 3, so this is the type of procrastinator that doesn't do shit. First of all, you're a bum and you need to get up. I'm talking to you, you're a bum. You need to get up. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. If anyone's gonna tell you brutally how it is, it's me, because I'm that brutally honest person. Sorry, but you're a bum, so you know. But yeah, if you don't do shit and your issue is just like you're a bum, like first of all you need to own that shit. You a bum, period. I'm so sorry, but someone had to tell you. This is where people around you are really going to have to put pressure on you. You're gonna have to get the people around you to peer pressure you, and the best way to do that, I think, is obviously if you're at uni, you need to, I'd say, get your housemates, if they can, to put pressure on you. Just always on your phone, and it's your phone that's a distraction. You can literally like give them your phone and be like, do not give it back to me. You need someone who basically won't give you your phone back until something is done. Give it to your parents, set them, someone from work actually told me this, thanks Charlie, that you can basically, so there's screen limit I think on iPhones. You can basically get someone else to set the password and not tell you what it is, so you can't have access to your apps, but the people around you need to basically put pressure on you and make it difficult for you to procrastinate, basically. So peer pressure is a very powerful thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, because you can basically use it to your advantage. They can pressure you into doing something good. So another thing I actually picked up from Rob Moore's book, you have to like make it a social thing. So if you don't get something done, you're embarrassed. First of all, with uni students, you need to be using your 9K. You need to be abusing and using your lecturers. They're the ones who are going to mark it, and that's what the 9K is for. You need to like kind of set up a meeting with them. So say you have like a 2,000 word deadline and you're like, oh, can I set up a meeting with you? If you set it way before that deadline and you're like, I've got 1,000 words for you, basically you say you've got a certain amount done, that's gonna put pressure on you. You have to get that done, because how embarrassing. You really asked them out of their time to help you check the thing and you haven't actually got it done. Like, it will put a lot of pressure on you and you'll get it done. So that means that's basically half your assignment done, and obviously they're the ones who are probably gonna mark it. Like that key time, a lot of people don't use it at uni. If you're not going to go to your lectures, you need to do that. Individual like meetings with your lecturers and stuff are so key. So key. But yeah, you can't fail, because it's something that is very possible, a lot of the things that you need to do, but obviously if other people expect you to do it, then you got to do it. So I think that's a key one if you're kind of a bit like, you're a bit of a bum basically. For uni as well, like if you're someone who like doesn't do shit and you're kind of just there, like you're just struggling, like not really starting your work, you need to remember why you went. I say this to my friends at uni all the time. They know who they are. I say this, if you know me, you know I say this, like, if you're not gonna do it properly, then just drop out. Sorry, you need to remember why you're there. Like you need to work, or you're not gonna get that degree and you're gonna be upset when you get a 2-2. So just firm it, get on with it. 3 years of your life, it's really not that silly. Like things that you're procrastinating, it's usually something that you don't want to do, so you have to, that's a kind of key thing in your head. Do you really want to be at uni? Sorry to break it to you, but like, you actually have to think about it. If I want to get that degree, so you need to start. Key distractions as well that you should key tend to be your phone. Your phone, I feel like, is your biggest one. Other people are a huge distraction, especially if you live with your friends at uni or you live with like your family and they're just always chatting to you. You need to make it clear, like, honey, like, this is my work time. You need to be aware people are distractions. Food. Every time you start work, oh, let me just go get a coffee, let me just go get food first, and then you don't get started. And also clutter. If your workspace is very busy, sometimes it's actually hard to focus. There's just so many things that you're looking at, your mind is distracted. Key takeaways: get started, get people to put pressure on you, set your deadlines early, more time to get started. Another knowledge point just before we leave, so it's Newton's law of motion, so the law of inertia. Basically, once you're started, it's easier to just carry on. It's the getting started part. So basically the law states that something in motion stays in motion and something at rest will stay in rest. So you have to basically think of it this way: the most difficult part is the getting started, but once you start, like, it's easy. You literally just have that momentum to keep going. So the difficult part is just starting, basically. Once you get past that, like, more time, it does get easier, especially with like deadlines and stuff that aren't actually hard. It's just the in your head, like, kind of literally procrastinating. So yeah, get started, guys. Get started. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope you've taken something from this video, learned something new. And yeah, I hope that was just, yeah, a little bit helpful. And I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. So yeah, share with your friends, people that always procrastinate. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.